Beautiful morning, my dear children. Welcome back to our English class. So, children, have you all had your milk? Yes. So, something is here fishy about milk, right? Yeah. So, today's topic is going to be connected with milk. So, do you know who's the milkman of India? Yes, no idea, isn't it? So, in this lesson, we are going to read about the milkman of India. Are you all interested? Yes. Now, let's start the lesson. So, children, do you know who was he? Yes, he is a legend who taught us self belief and determination. He is the patriot who transformed a whole country, and he is the father of white revolution. Who is he? Yes, he is Dr. Varghese Kurian, 1921 to 2012. So he was responsible for turning India from a milk deficient country to the largest producer of milk in the world today. So his enduring personality and commitment of turning the impossible into I'm possible is just extraordinary. Okay, so it won him many awards and it won millions of hearts around the world. So, after a lifetime of struggle and conviction towards serving the nation, Dr. Varghese Kurian will always be remembered as the person who redefined the meaning of milk as a powerful tool for the economic development of a country like ours. Okay, so now let's learn about him. So the year was 1946 and a young graduate from the Guindy College of Engineering in Madras applied for a government scholarship to study metallurgy and nuclear physics abroad. And what do you know about pasteurization? The interviewer asked the young man. Something to do with milk was the young man's uninterested response. So what is pasteurization, children? Yes, it is the process of making food safe by destroying the microorganisms through rapid heating and cooling. That is known as pasteurization. Okay. So, yes, you're right, and you have been selected for a scholarship to study dairy engineering. So, what is dairy, children? Studying about milk and milk products, right? Yeah, said the interviewer. So, this young man was Varghese Kurian, and he was initially disappointed because he had no interest in dairy engineering. Nevertheless, he left for United States in the year 1946 to study at the Michigan State University. So, at the university, he was happy that he got mechanical engineering as a main subject with dairy engineering. So, this was a minor one. Okay. And after studying in US, Kurian came back to India in the year 1948 and he was asked to join as a dairy engineer in the government research creamery at Anand, a village in the Kera district of Gujarat. So, in return for the scholarship paid by the government. So, creamery is nothing but a dairy. Okay. So, where you produce milk products. So, on 13th May 1949, Kurian landed in Anand. So, however, he couldn't find suitable accommodation in Anand and had to settle for the garage of the dairy. So, it was dilapidated, small room, and Kurian repaired it on his own. Okay, it was run down, it was not neat and good. So he made windows in the walls and a bathroom with iron sheets. So in Anand, so what is called Anand? Okay, it is a village. Okay, Creamery at Anand is nothing but it is located in a village in the Kaira district of Gujarat. Okay, so in Anand, Kurian found that a clever businessman, Petsenji Edolji, owner of Paulson Dairy, was fooling the farmers. So Petsenji was selling products at higher prices and paying the farmers less for their producing yields. Okay, so now let's see what happened next. So Verghese Kurian was touched by the plight of the farmers and inspired by Tribhuvandas Patel, the one sitting in the middle. Okay, the leader of the farmers, Kurian gave ideas about helping farmers form their own milk cooperatives. So he even helped them in the selection of the machinery. So, however, unhappy with his job, Kurian wanted to get out of Anand as quickly as possible. So the end of 1949, he was all set and eager to pack off to Mumbai, but that did not happen. And Thiruvandas Patel requested Corain to stay back, and his simple plea is nothing but request. We need you here. So Corain accepted Thiruvandas Patel's suggestion and joined the Khaira Cooperative as the general manager in 1950, and he never regretted that decision. So Verghese Corain worked with a simple vision to help farmers so that they could control their resources and not be exploited by middlemen. So on 15 November 1954, the first president of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, laid the foundation for the dairy plant at Anand, the world's first plant to manufacture milk powder from buffalo milk. So in the year October 1955, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru inaugurated this plant. So the Khaira Cooperative now needed to focus on proper advertising and branding of the milk. So a chemist at the Khaira laboratory suggested the name Amul, which is derived from the Sanskrit word Amulya, meaning priceless. So it also stood as an acronym for Anand Milk Union Limited. So what is Anand? It is the name of the village in Gujarat, okay? And the name Amul was formally registered in the year 1957. So Amul grew from strength to strength, and thanks to the inspired leadership of Thiruvandas Patel, the founder, chairman, and the committed professionalism of Dr. Verghese Corain. So the Amul pattern established itself as an ideal model for rural development, and it played an essential role in the lives of the women farmers, making them economically independent. Okay, and in 1964, when the Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri visited Amul in Anand, he was impressed by the way Amul was sourcing milk from the farmers and helping them improve the economic condition. And Lal Bahadur Shastri asked Dr. Corain to replicate the Amul model across the country. That is, they have to take over throughout India. So next, the team worked out that the government would need to give around 650 crore rupees for this initiative, and the state authorities immediately rejected the plan. And even though Amul brand was registered, Dr. Verghese Corain now wanted to be sure that there was an advertising agency to promote the brand. So we are seeing lot of advertisement, isn't it? By seeing the advertisement, what are we doing? Yes, we are asking your parents to buy it for us, right? So in 1966, Sylvester Darkunha of Advertising and Sales Promotion, ASP, was entrusted with the task of creating an advertisement. So he and his wife came up with the tagline, "Utterly, butterly, delicious Amul." Yes, we hear, no, utterly, butterly, delicious, right? Yes, that is a brand of Amul. So even though the word butterly seemed doubtful because it was ungrammatical, it worked for the brand. So the country saw the birth of a campaign, and it continues to charm all till date. So when the first few ads appeared in Bombay, everyone found the ad was very cute, and the advertisement was a winner. And Amul girl with her clever catchphrases and her love for butter is one of the most famous mascots. Okay, mascots is nothing but symbols of the Indian advertising has seen. So around the year 1968, there was surplus production of milk in the European countries, so much so they had no clue what to do with the surplus milk. And Dr. Corain realized that there was an opportunity. So that year at the World Food Programme, Dr. Corain pleaded the countries to donate the surplus milk to India. So Dr. Corain stressed that he would sell the milk at the regular price in India and use the earnings to repeat the Amul model throughout the country. So impressed by Corain's plans, they agreed to his proposal, and Operation Flood, or the White Revolution, was born in India. So for the first time, an institute of national importance was established in a village and not in a capital city. So usually only the cities, all the industries will be developing, right? So it is first time in Gujarat, in the village, this revolution started. So for the first time, an institution of national importance was established in a village and not in a capital city. And Dr. Verghese Corain, the person behind this movement, empowered milk farmers and what was once milk deficit in India. So through systems designed by him, India became the world's largest producer of milk, surpassing even US. Okay, so the cooperative became a model not only for India but for developing countries throughout the world. What started as a cooperative society to help farmers of an area is today a $1 billion company. So, the father of the White Revolution passed away on 9 September 2012 after a brief illness, and the Amul girl wept for the first time to pay homage to the great man. So, Dr. Curie's determination of turning the impossible into possible won him many awards, such as the Raman Magsaysay Award for Community Leadership in the year 1963, Padma Shri in 1965, Padma Bhushan in 1966, World Food Prize Award in 1989, and the International Person of the Year Award 1993 and the Padma Vibhushan 1999. So, however, the best award that the people of the country gave him was the title the Milkman of India. Who's the Milkman of India? Hereafter, you have to tell everyone, okay? Yes. Who's the Milkman of India? Dr. Verghese Kurien. Okay, children. So, children, to end with, shall we read the quote from him? Yes. India's place in the sun would come from the partnership between the wisdom of its rural people and the skill of its professionals. Yes, rural people means the people who belong to the villages, right? So, both should be combined and we can have a well developed and well flourishing India. Okay, children. So, complete your classwork neatly with legible handwriting. Okay, thank you and have a great day. So, who is the milkman of India? Yes, Dr. Verghese Kurien. Not forget it, right? Thank you, children. Have a great day.